Welcome to the Family Connection. We hope this guide to Lightspan will be helpful as you and your family discover exciting new learning opportunities. Simply click on any of the 3 pictures to start exploring.
Schools today are surrounded by change. The communities we serve, the kinds of challenges kids face, the demands of the working world. They've all changed tremendously since I first started teaching. But one thing will never change. We educators will always have to prepare kids to thrive. If we're going to keep living up to that responsibility, I think we need to change too. We have to take the best of what we've always done, reinvent it, and make it better. We have to find new tools and new ways of doing things.
The Lightspan Partnership is working with teachers, families, and students to meet today's educational challenges. We're creating powerful tools that motivate and help children to learn. Tools that expand learning in schools and homes. Tools that will prepare our children for the challenges of tomorrow.
Wow, look at that. Watch what happens when we increase the gravity by just 5%.
Good. Now, why do you think that happens?
There's a natural love of learning in every young child. Our challenge as teachers is to find ways each day to engage that part of them, to nourish it, to focus it on meaningful work so that it keeps growing for a lifetime.
Knowledge and skill grow with practice. Learning an idea and then applying it. Thinking critically, experimenting, solving problems. You have to give kids lots of ways to do that. You can't do it all with a chalkboard. Kids love great characters and interesting stories. Who doesn't? But we need to see more of the time kids spend on entertainment, spent on learning. What if the same people who make the best movies and games would help us educators make things that teach? Then kids would run home from school and keep on learning whether we told them to or not. Now that would be a big help.
Teachers and families need to work together to meet the needs of every child. When parents can see what their children are doing every day, it's easier for them to work together as partners.
So, what did you do in school today?
I adjusted my angle by 16 degrees, see? So I would have hit the meteor.
Wow, so look out. So you used geometry to figure out how the rock misses the ship?
Yeah.
Hey, Nick. You did a great job on your history project.
Thanks.
You want to check out family activities?
Okay.
In 6th grade reading, your child will find more subject material in history and current events.
Powerful educational programming, created by some of our finest educators. Motivating tools, designed to challenge and inspire. An expanded partnership between teachers, students, and families. This is the Lightspan Partnership.
Click on one of the programs to find out more.
Growing up, I was lucky enough to go to an excellent school with wonderful teachers and to get a terrific education. And I've devoted most of my life to education as a teacher, counselor, principal, and superintendent. I was academic vice president at Temple University and was appointed by 3 presidents, Lyndon Johnson, Jimmy Carter, and Bill Clinton, to National Advisory Councils on Education. When I went to school, and even when I started teaching, the teacher stood in front of the class while students listened and took notes. And in most places, that's how teaching is still being done, because for the most part, it works pretty well. But today, there's also an opportunity to use technology to present some of these same ideas and information in ways that I never could with a textbook or a chalkboard, ways that really bring concepts to life and get kids excited about learning. The Lightspan Partnership is working with teachers, families, and students, using some of this new technology to develop learning tools that are truly powerful. The main objective of these programs is to help children learn. So the Lightspan programs start with solid educational content. They are developed to match the textbooks and other curriculum currently used in your child's classroom, so your child's teacher can easily integrate them into his or her current instruction plans. And they are developed by expert teachers who have years of successful experience in the classroom. The focus of these programs is on reading, language arts, and mathematics, the basic skills that we all know are so important for future success. One of the most important aspects of these programs is that they are flexible and can be tailored to meet the needs of your child. The Lightspan programs not only teach our children, but they also do so in a way that's motivating. So kids will want to spend time learning, because these programs are as much fun and are as exciting as all the other activities that kids enjoy. And by repeating an activity, they'll master the educational concept and they'll retain it. And we all know nothing builds self-confidence and motivation more than success. That sense of accomplishment when we did something that we didn't think we could do. And for families, Lightspan provides a tremendous opportunity to enhance what children are learning in the classroom by continuing that learning at home. Parents can see what their child is doing in school, and families can work together with this technology in their own living room whenever they have time. Lightspan also provides lots of ideas and suggestions for fun, rewarding activities that you can do with your child. As you work with these programs and see for yourself how your child reacts to them, I am confident that you will see these programs are truly powerful and open up tremendous opportunities for the education of our children.
Click on one of the programs to find out more. You can choose to see examples from any of our exciting educational programs.
My children really love Lightspan. They love the songs, they love the characters, they liked interacting with the characters and with the challenge of it.
The Lightspan programs teach vocabulary, they teach reading, they teach math in a variety of different ways.
Blue hat, four-sided head, triangular nose, shiny shoes. That's him.
And it's very nice because the parent and the child can sit down and work on it together, and they're both involved. And I think it's just a good way for parents and children to work together and be working on something academic, but in a more fun type of way.
We had open house, and the first thing the students wanted to show the parents was Lightspan.
Why don't you tell me what's happening?
Okay, I'll start.
And it was so wonderful to see the students showing the parents how they could use it, how they were reading, how they were doing math skills, and it was wonderful.
These are the Lightspan programs for students in kindergarten through 2nd grade. Click on one of the programs to find out more. In Stay and Play, children earn Ranger badges by completing a series of language arts activities.
Would you guys like to become Rangers?
Students build on their natural curiosity to explore things in their environment. In this case, the inside of the Rangers Clubhouse. Here, students are introduced to basic scientific ideas and concepts that expand their vocabulary and build background knowledge important for future science exploration. This poster assists students in organizing information and charting their progress. Cat. Cat. In this activity, students match audio to corresponding words and pictures.
Number.
They learn to associate written text to pictures and strengthen their vocabulary.
See if you can put the pictures in the correct order.
On the bulletin board, students experiment with ordering events. They see the pattern in the life cycle of a butterfly and can extend that knowledge to other patterns in their daily lives.
Great! You got the life cycle of a butterfly.
Students also get to experiment with scientific equipment, as in this activity, in which students view the moon through a telescope. Like all Mars Moose adventures, Stay and Play invites young children to explore and helps build a sense of wonder about the natural world.
Whoa, Cosmo! Come back here!
In Cosmic Quest, students must help Mars Moose get his dog Cosmo down from a tree. As they assist Mars and the shopkeepers of the town, students learn new words and practice processing and classifying visual information in different settings.
Try the pet shop!
This adventure builds students' awareness of environmental text as they read signs and labels around the town. In the pet store, students identify appropriate animals and move them to specific places. They use visual and written cues, learning to match words with pictures and developing listening and problem-solving skills.
Put it to the right of the top fish tank.
They identify words like out, left, bottom, and inside. In the world of Mars Moose, learning new things is a cause for celebration. At the pizzeria, children build their background knowledge by expanding their vocabulary with words associated with this type of setting, reinforcing the skills they learned at the pet store. Students' prior knowledge about recycling is enhanced in this third location, where their vocabulary and experience is extended. As in the pet store and pizzeria, students practice directional words and learn about sentence structure. All the while, students are working to help get Cosmo out of the tree. The celebration in City Park when they succeed is part of the learning adventure.
That's more like it!
I'm Dr. Diggs, the museum.
In this walkabout adventure, students help a paleontologist find bones to reconstruct a dinosaur in a natural history museum.
Oh, some of his bones are gone.
They must be in those 3 rooms over there.
In each of the rooms of the museum, students develop a variety of language arts skills as they discover facts about the natural world. In the Southwest room, for instance, your child will exercise his or her listening skills, sort a variety of clues, and follow directions to identify specific desert animals. In the process, they are exposed to information within the text of the story. The elf owl hoots. In the shipwreck room, your child makes active choices, choosing colors, shapes, or letters. F. In this game, students must remember where letters are located as they match uppercase and lowercase letters. This activity strengthens their ability to organize and recall new information as it is discovered. As in every Mars Moose adventure, success brings an exciting reward and stronger language arts skills. In the rainforest room, students learn new words and basic sentence structure as they follow directions to identify
The puma
animals.
is a type of cat.
Students also make the connection between an animated picture and its real-life image as they view animals in their natural environment.
Wow! Tyrannosaurus is really cool!
Yes,
Through
he
these
was.
interactive
He
activities,
was
the
40
Walkabout
feet
Adventure
long.
shows young children how exciting reading can be.
It was fun! I can't wait to come back! Bye!
Bye.
But I'll try it.
Fables, poems, and riddles come to life in liquid books, where children are invited to exercise their imaginations in an engaging environment that exposes them to several distinct types of literature. The goal in liquid books is to become Ranger Reader of the Year by reading all 3 books. As they meet this challenge, students practice reading and comprehending written information. In Under the Pepper Tree, students are introduced to poetry and rhyme structure. They also learn new vocabulary, including specific animal names and book titles.
I saw a play with a butterfly and wondered why it fluttered by.
Listening skills are developed in an enjoyable way as students hear the musical quality of the rhyme. In Who Am I?, students learn about animals found in various habitats. This setting helps develop a stronger natural science vocabulary.
Yes, I am an octopus.
By solving riddles about various animals, students develop problem-solving and critical thinking skills. In African tales, students evaluate clues and interpret text to identify who is telling the story. One day he stopped and stared. "What is this?" he said. "It falls down the mountain and sounds like thunder." Understanding the author's perspective is one of the key steps on the path to becoming a good reader. In liquid books, students begin to develop an appreciation of literature. They learn that reading is an exciting experience full of delightful surprises.
Look, I'm so glad to see that you're reading.
Learning with the Lightspan programs can be a rewarding experience for both you and your child. The on-screen activities provide ideas and suggestions for how you can help to enhance your child's learning as you work on the Lightspan programs together.
Oh, good job. All right. You want to do another one?
Yep.
All right, let's do another one.
Click on any of the pictures to find out more. The life cycle of a butterfly is presented in Stay and Play. Talk with your child about the sequence of events in nature. Ask your child to describe sequential events occurring in his or her life. For example, baby teeth being replaced with permanent teeth, or the process of growing up. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. In Cosmic Quest, children are always eager to fly with Mars Moose through the city. To help your child learn directional words, encourage him or her to fly Mars to the left and to the right, up and down. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Distinguishing animal sounds builds a foundation for oral comprehension. Encourage your child to mimic the animal sounds in the southwest room and then to describe those sounds. He sounds like he's hooing. Have your child compare his or her description to that provided within the text of the story. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Having your child retell a story in his or her own words is a good way to review your child's understanding of the story.
Hi. I'm sorry, I had to work late. How are you two doing?
Fine.
Fine. Oh, I'm so glad to see that you're reading. Oh, this looks like an interesting story. Why don't you tell me what's happening?
Okay, let me tell it. A long time ago, an animal went out to see the world.
Then he screeched, "I'm the best. I can fly far and fast, and I have colorful feathers and...
My bill is long.
Well, I wonder who you are.
A bird. He's a bird.
Well, how do you know that?
Because he has feathers, a long bill, and he could fly."
Well, good. You two figured that one out. Now, why don't you tell me what happens to this bird?
Okay, let me start. One day he stopped and stared. "What is this?" he said. Then he flopped and flapped, and I forget what comes next.
He saw something rolling down the mountain, remember?
Well, look, I have an idea. Why don't we look at it again and find out what the bird discovers?
Okay, Mom.
Oh, here it is. Let's take a look.
Turn down the volume so that I could read by myself. One day he stopped and stared. "What is this?" he said. "It falls down the hill." No mountain. It falls down the mountain and sounds like thunder. Now I know it's a waterfall.
That's right. See, the bird finally discovered something that's as great as he is. Now, why do you think he was so impressed by that waterfall?
I don't know. Being able to fly would be pretty cool.
Yes, but the waterfall is big and powerful and beautiful, and that's great too.
I really like listening to that story, but I really, really liked hearing you two read.
Click on any of the pictures to find out more. The educational concepts introduced in Lightspan's programs can become an exciting part of your child's everyday life. The off-screen activities provide fun, rewarding activities that you and your child can do together to practice and reinforce the skills learned on Lightspan. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. The more a child reads, the better. Set aside some time each day for reading, independently or together. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. An enjoyable way to help your child learn directional words is by playing a clue game together. Take turns creating one or more clues that lead to specific objects in your home. For example, I am something that is to the left of the television and on the bookshelf. Do you know what I am? Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Place a potato in water and watch it change over time, or plant seeds outside and watch them grow. The wonders of nature provide a great opportunity for your child to observe a sequence of events. Recording the changes in a daily journal also provides practice writing. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Everyday activities can provide a good way to practice reading skills. While preparing a meal together, ask your child to identify the letters on a milk carton or to read the back of a cereal box. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. As your child is learning to write and spell new words, it may be helpful to draw pictures or simply write down words the way he or she thinks they might be spelled.
Okay, gang. Book time.
We should have gone to the library today. We don't have any new books to read before bed.
Oh,
I know. Why don't we make up one of our own stories?
that's a great idea.
Carrie, why don't you pick out your favorite color pencil? And hey, buddy, do you want to start?
There once was a boy who loved to eat peanut butter and pickle sandwiches.
Yes, we're off to a good start. Weird. Very weird, but a good start. All right, whose turn is it? Mine, huh? All right, here I go. After he had made some amazing triple-decker peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, he liked to climb under the bed and eat them. Who's next?
I know what I want to say. I'm just not sure how to spell it.
Oh, honey, it doesn't have to be perfect to start with. Just spell it the way you think it should be spelled, or you can draw pictures if you want. Oh, there's a smile. Wow. What do you got for us?
When he wasn't looking, his little sister liked to sneak big bugs into his sandwiches.
And so they waved goodbye to the snowman as the train took off from the station, and they never saw him again. The end.
That was a good one.
That was a great story. We should put this on the refrigerator tomorrow morning. All right, now, let's go to bed, huh? Yes, sir, it's bedtime. Come on, let's pack it up.
Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Click on one of the programs to find out more. In the Guggenheim Tower, many learning situations await students. With 6 floors, the tower is an ideal place for students to explore while they learn how geometry is used in everyday situations. One room definitely worth exploring is the bakery. Here, students sort dishes according to the geometric shapes and put them inside the correct cubbyhole. Students look carefully at the number of sides and the relationships among them to classify the shapes. Flip! Also in the bakery, students flip or rotate cookies to match a model. In this exploration, they see that moving an object does not change its size or shape. In another of the tower's rooms, students explore the stained glass workshop.
Oh, boy!
In this activity, students complete mirror image patterns on several stained glass window panels. They learn to visualize reflected images and are introduced to the concept of symmetry.
On top of my head, the hat is red!
In the toy shop, students use geometric and visual clues to find the correct dolls. To do so, they must devise a problem-solving strategy to identify and match shapes with their description.
Great job!
Designed to appeal to young students' interest in exploring new worlds, The Secret of Google makes learning math an appealing adventure which your child will look forward to again and again. Wigsley's Castle is the home of Google's resident eccentric. Inside the castle, students encounter games and tools that enable them to experience the many uses of geometry in the world.
Click the broom.
For example, students use this shape pad tool to build a geometric key that will open the locked castle doors.
When the key matches the lock,
Here they learn to visualize, draw, and compare shapes.
the door will open.
This introduces them to the concept of congruence, figures of the same shape and size. In this three-dimensional environment, students experience math concepts in compelling ways that are difficult to show using textbooks alone. The power of multimedia allows students to see solid objects unfold in front of them, as with this cube.
Outside, square.
In this activity, students shoot darts to land inside, outside, or on one of the specified shapes. In the process, they practice identifying shapes and learn the meaning of words that indicate position. Many of the games have a help button which provides assistance when needed.
Inside, circle.
In this game, students must remember the location of tiles that match other tiles. They gain practice defining shapes and matching shapes to their descriptions.
Okay, Callie, make a triangle.
The Secret of Google offers many opportunities for students to be active problem solvers and provides the practice necessary to build a strong foundation for future success in mathematics. Within the fanciful world of Google, there's a collection of fast-paced games in the ocean, designed to provide students with the practice they need to master basic math concepts. Students explore the ocean environment from inside the submarine by peering through these windows. In this fast-action game, students refuel the submarine by identifying geometric shapes. This provides plenty of practice and gives immediate feedback, a powerful tool for student motivation. The reward animation is designed to provide encouragement for student effort.
What has one five-sided shape and two triangles?
Looking through another window, students try to feed a squid by identifying shapes and combinations of shapes in a natural setting. Using geometric clues, students search the caves for the sea creature that matches the voiced and written description. This exploratory activity allows time to develop problem-solving strategies and helps strengthen memory skills as students keep track of which creature was in which cave. Students are motivated to learn math skills when they find that math is an enjoyable problem-solving activity with its own reward. That's life in Google. Inside the submarine, students use their mathematical problem-solving skills to solve puzzles and recognize patterns. As a first step, they must gain entry.
We need to open the hatch.
To unlock the submarine hatch, students must complete the geometric pattern. In doing so, they gain practice recognizing and completing geometric patterns.
Look! The door is opening!
Once inside the sub, students can experiment with the control panel instruments. In this game, students solve a series of tangram puzzles. They learn to investigate and predict the results of combining basic geometric shapes to form a more complex shape. Students' efforts are rewarded with positive feedback that relates the geometric creations to the natural world. To open the submarine's periscope, students must remember the pattern of geometric shapes shown earlier. Once students have completed all the activities,
Ready to cruise!
the sub is ready to cruise. It's just one of the exciting learning activities in the world of Google. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. In this activity, children match shapes to written descriptions. One way to help your child find matches in a game like this is to make a chart. Have your child write down what is revealed behind each tile to remember where the clues are located. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. One way to help your child see a shape's reflected image and to gain a better understanding of symmetry is by using an ordinary mirror. Compare the image in the mirror to the image on the screen. You may want to point out that the images are opposites. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. To help your child recognize and complete the pattern of shapes, try saying the name of each shape together out loud. Square, square, triangle, triangle. Another way to help identify the pattern is by calling out the number of sides of each shape. 4, 4, 3, 3. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. In this activity, children search the underwater caves to identify shapes and combinations of shapes that match the written descriptions. To help keep track of which creature lives in which cave, you and your child can create a map. Have your child draw a picture or write a description of what he or she finds in each cave. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Drawing a picture, rewriting, or verbally repeating are all ways to recall information. Helping your child to identify the most effective method for him or her can help develop important study skills.
Now let's see. Now we got a rectangular fan, shiny shoes, a triangular nose, a blue hat. This is a pretty good riddle. But you know what? All these clues are a little much for me to try to keep in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture of what the clown's going to look like.
I have another idea. I'm going to keep saying the clues. That's how I'll remember them. Rectangular fan, shiny shoes, triangular nose, blue hat.
Well, that'll work too. We all have different little tricks to help us learn, huh? Some people need to look at things so they can see what's happening. Others need to draw a picture or write things down. But if you can remember these things by repeating them, then that's great too.
Okay, here we go. It's not the clown on the right because he has a square nose, and the one in the middle has a green hat.
So it's not either of those two, and it can't be that guy because his fan is the wrong shape, huh? Well, we are narrowing it down.
There's only two left, and it's this one. Blue hat, four-sided head, triangular nose, shiny shoes. That's him.
You solved the riddle. Good job. All right. You want to do another one?
Yep.
All right. Let's do another one.
Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. The next time a birthday comes up, why not help your child make a symmetry birthday card? First, fold a piece of paper in half. Then draw and cut out one side of a butterfly. Next, open the card and place a few drops of food coloring on one side of the card only. Fold the paper again, pressing both sides of the butterfly together. Then unfold it to see the symmetrical design you've created. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Everyday activities like putting away dishes and utensils of various shapes, colors, and sizes provide an ideal opportunity for your child to practice classifying and sorting. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. The next time you and your child are riding in a car, have your child identify the geometric shapes of road signs. For example, pointing out the triangular shape of a yield sign. Your child can also draw and chart the road signs he or she sees during a variety of outings. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Art and geometry have a lot in common. Ask your child to create a masterpiece by using only geometric shapes. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Everyday activities, such as preparing a picnic, can become an opportunity to apply geometry outside the classroom.
Look, I cut my sandwich into triangles, and now it's a butterfly.
Butterfly? Well, don't let it fly away. You sure know your shapes, mijita. You like learning geometry, don't you?
Yes, I see shapes everywhere.
Hey, this is a rectangle, right? Now it's a square.
Oh, yeah. But what are these? Oh, no. Those are rectangles again, just like these halves of my sandwich.
Oh, that's right, mijita. Oh, what about this cheese? What shape is this?
That's a triangle. And you know what? It's three-dimensional.
Oh, you're right.
This orange is a sphere.
It sure is. You know, you're all doing so well learning your geometry, but now we're going to do something that's going to help us with our fractions, too. I have a perfectly round pumpkin pie that we're going to divide up into 5 equal pieces. Now, how are we going to do it?
I know, that's easy.
Let's have some right now.
That sounds good. Pass the knife.
Click on any of the pictures to find out more.
Lightspan corresponds perfectly with the curriculum that we're using today. It goes along with all of the books that we're using, all of the programs that provide us with information on prefixes and suffixes, everything. Lightspan helps to bridge the connection between the home and the teacher and the child.
You know, antonyms, what does that mean, the opposite of each other?
Right.
I think Lightspan has encouraged parents and teachers to work together because there's a common thread now, both at school and at home.
Let me show you how. You take the highlighted word.
The kids can't wait to get on Lightspan, and sometimes I have to hold them back.
I think Lightspan has been a giant step bringing technology into the classrooms.
These are the Lightspan programs available for students in grades 3 and 4.
Everything's a possibility. Camera! Books and documentaries.
Mona and Moki's world is a place of contrasts, including many in the English language. In this adventure, your child works with synonyms, antonyms, prefixes, and suffixes. Students also solve riddles and develop critical thinking skills. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. To help your child form words from scrambled letters, encourage him or her to experiment with the order of the letters. Many times, the hidden word is not obvious, and experimenting is a good strategy for solving this type of puzzle. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Sometimes visualizing a word will help your child understand how a suffix affects meaning. Baker, bakery, baked. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Before playing the prefix game in Euripides' Eatery, help your child understand the meaning of prefixes such as post, re, or auto by playing a guessing game. Would you like a post-dinner snack tonight?
Post-dinner? Dessert. Post means after.
Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Learning to use the process of elimination to determine a correct answer is a valuable problem-solving strategy.
Proceed.
Another problem-solving method is to think of your own answer before looking at those provided.
Oh man, I made a mistake and I lost my points.
You did? Well, we can't win them all. But let's give it another try, though. I'm sure we'll do better next time.
Okay, Dad, let me show you. You take the highlighted word and match it to the word on the list that means the same thing. They're synonyms.
Hey, here's an idea. How about if we make up our own list of synonyms? You know, answers that make sense to us. And then we'll see how many of our words match those on that list.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just cover up these words and make up a few of our own. Go ahead and read the sentence.
The library will keep the book for Sarah.
Okay, now, what are some words that have the same meaning as keep?
Hold? Save?
That's right. Let's see. Now, are those words on the list?
No, but maybe there's one that's close.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got an idea. How about if we cover up the words we know don't mean the same thing as keep?
That's good thinking. That way we narrow it down, huh? I've got just the thing to help us out, too. Here you go. How about the word thief?
The library will thief the book for Sarah. I don't think that fits.
No, me either. So we'll go ahead and cover that up.
This is a good idea, Dad. We'll cover up all the words we know are wrong, and then we'll end up with the word that matches.
That's right. Maybe we'll get to keep all our points, huh? Better yet, we'll learn lots of synonyms, right?
That's correct. Correct, right. Hey, those are synonyms.
You're right again.
Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. To help your child practice using prefixes and suffixes, pick a prefix or suffix to play with for several days. Each day, create a new word using your prefix or suffix and practice using the word in sentences. For example, with the prefix auto, you can create words such as automobile, autograph, or autobiography. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Create a story with your child that includes as many descriptive words as possible. Having your child then replace the descriptive words with their antonyms, opposites, can lead to unexpected changes in the story and an evening of family fun. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Everyday signs take on new meaning when you play with their letters. Practice critical thinking skills with your child by scrambling the letters in signs to create new words. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Your child can add intrigue to an ordinary dinner and develop his or her critical thinking skills at the same time. Have your child create a mystery menu with riddles that describe the various foods. I'm thin as a pin, and I'm ready to spin. What am I? Others at the table must solve the riddles before they are allowed to eat. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. Have fun with prefixes, suffixes, and all kinds of new vocabulary by cutting out words from magazines or newspapers and reordering them to create an original story with your child. Click on any of the pictures to find out more.
So, do you have a lot of homework today?
Not too bad. We're supposed to find antonyms around the house.
Ants. I sure hope there aren't any ants crawling around our kitchen.
Mom, you know, antonyms, words that mean the opposite of each other.
Right. We could probably find a few of those right now. Let's see. The sugar in my tea is sweet, and the lemon is sour. Your turn.
I know. Your tea is hot, and my juice is cold. Now it's your turn.
You got it. Hey, I have a great idea for a good antonym game we can play when your friends come over.
Cool.
Here's how the game works. I'll pick a word from the dictionary, and each team will have exactly 1 minute to write down as many antonyms as you can think of for that word. Then we'll go over them. Each team will earn 5 points for each correct antonym. If we're not sure what the word means, we'll look it up in the dictionary, okay?
Okay. Got it.
And the first word is sad. On your mark. Get set. Go. Okay.
Playing a simple word game with family and friends is a great way to learn synonyms or antonyms. Click on any of the pictures to find out more. The Quaddle Family Mysteries is an interactive mathematics program that challenges students to use their problem-solving skills to find the answers to some puzzling mathematical mysteries. In the case of the scarce scarab, students explore and solve mathematical problems related to measurement in order to find the missing scarab earring.
And now, there's only one, and this shiny button.
Students will have to use their critical thinking skills to solve this case. No matter where they roam in the Quaddle Museum, they will find that P.K. McCaw is always available to explain how to complete the activities. In the Quaddle Kitchen, students can choose to bake cookies, muffins, or cakes. Following recipes from the cookbook, students find that mathematics, in this case the concepts of capacity and fractions, is relevant to everyday situations. Help in understanding mathematical concepts is always readily available within the games.
1/3 cup plus 1/3 cup equals 2/3 cup plus another 1/3 cup equals 1 cup.
Results are surprising, which makes students want to play the games again and again. As the plot thickens, students are compelled to continue investigating. Back at the museum's lobby, students weigh letters to determine if the missing earring is in one of them. Here, students gain valuable experience reading charts, interpreting data, and calculating the correct amount of postage based on the weight of a letter and its destination. Once again, they learn that understanding measurements is useful in everyday situations.
Can I help too?
Students will have other opportunities to develop their math skills and solve mysteries in the Quaddle's garden, family room, and parlor, all part of the Quaddle Family Mysteries' first adventure.
You could even start right here, in this room.
My students really enjoy Lightspan. It's very appealing to them. They like the graphics, they like the storyline. It's very age appropriate for them. They choose to do it when they have free time, spare time.
When the Lightspan program Stratus goes into the home with parents and students working together, I see that there's going to be a lot of communication happening between parent and child, as well as problem solving.
So, what did you do in school today?
I adjusted my angle by 16 degrees.
The Lightspan concept of parents and families and teachers and students all working together is a very, very important one.
You want to check out family activities?
Okay.
In 6th grade reading.
If students are using the Lightspan program at home with their parents, they'll be actually reading more. They're also learning about characters in history, they're problem solving, they're learning vocabulary, so this can only benefit their education.
Students in the 5th and 6th grades will enjoy these Lightspan programs.
The Mayans were obsessed with time measurement. They developed a complex calendar which reached into the past and forward into the future.
In the first adventure of Timeless Math, Todd and Maria are transported back to the ancient world of the Maya, where they must solve a number of mathematical problems to return home. In the search and rescue segment of the Maya adventure, students practice fundamental skills pertaining to fractions, decimals, and percentages. In the Jewel Pick game, students pass through the tunnels of a Maya pyramid by selecting the correct number of jewels represented as part of the whole. When students make incorrect choices, they are encouraged to try again. In the rope climb challenge, students cross a maze of ropes by moving to the correct positions, which correspond to fractions, decimals, and percentages in the context of a number line. Once across, students obtain immediate feedback on their performance and have the opportunity to replay the game and improve their scores. At the falling floor, students match fractions, decimals, or percentages to their equivalent amounts, represented by colored areas on the floor tiles. At higher levels, problems are more challenging. When students are having a difficult time solving problems, they have immediate access to instructional help.
There's no time to explain. We gotta go.
Students ultimately accomplish their mission by completing numerous activities and returning to the present day. When students use Timeless Math, they are building solid foundations in mathematics and having fun along the way.
This is Stratus.
Stratus is a dynamic game in which your child will develop reading, comprehension, and vocabulary skills in the context of a time travel adventure. Through a chance occurrence at Ms. Stafford's house, 4 students are sent into the 1800s and early 1900s.
I'm on a train near a place called Mud Run.
Your child assumes the character of one of these students as he or she reads about people, then plays vocabulary and reading strategy games to return to Ms. Stafford's home. Click on one of the programs to find out more.
All right, guys, that was Family Connection, a guide to Lightspan for the PlayStation.